All right, hello FWA. Welcome to V6. VVVVV, all the V's that you want.
The
So,
royal.
The V. All right. So this category is going to be any percent glitchless. We're not going to be doing any weird skips, but we're going to be starting here soon. On 3, 2, 1, go. All right, so here there's some exposure and lore. We don't really care too much about that, so we're gonna skip that as fast as we can. It's like a short 20-second intro or so, but essentially something happens in the ship and everyone gets separated, and we're gonna be using Captain Viridian to rescue everyone. And now he's sad. Unfortunate, and he's gonna have this sad face for quite a bit. Oh, nice. I got one of the cycles that I was wondering if I should go for immediately, so that's pretty good. Didn't die, so that's a good omen. This game is very, very cycle heavy, so you'll see a lot of that in the run. A lot of the cycles just start upon entering each of the rooms, which, as long as you memorize the rooms, you should be pretty good to go. There's some strats that are pretty tough though, so I have to keep that in mind. Yes. Little skip here. Okay. Otherwise, you'd have to go all the way right, then go back left. So that little skip saves a little bit of time. Good. I'm gonna go down here, and this is level 1. So it's a pretty short level. We're gonna be going back to the ship. And this is the first character. Technically not rescued because they didn't really go anywhere. The reason why this game is called V6, by the way, VVVV, is because every character starts with a V, and I honestly do not remember the names of every character, but I do remember a couple of them. Anyway, more lower exposure here, saying, oh yeah, we have to go save them or whatever. So this game is very open-ended. Map kinda reminds me of Metroidvania, but of course it isn't. Open-ended meaning that you can go pretty much anywhere, whenever you want. But we're gonna just follow a certain route just for sake of convenience. But you could really just do this in whichever order you would like. But we're gonna be going to Space Station 2 here. One of the harder levels in the run. There's some tricky strats in here as well. But generally speaking, the game is pretty simple. There's just a couple of skips that you can do and stuff. But yeah, any percent glitchless. The game is really broken. Like, it actually has a lot of glitches, but you will not see those in this run. But the glitch categories are pretty interesting as well.
Do we have time for a couple donations?
Yes, indeed. Go ahead.
All right, first up, we have Enigma, Wolf Mind Mage, donating $25, who said... Yeah. Who says, props to all the speedrunners for putting their time and effort toward a good cause. Thank you very much, Enigma. And next, LM Modos with $40, who says, if we don't get the bonus songs, just know you doomed the Earth to being destroyed by a meteor. Full disclosure. Yes, that's right. That is the Ostatake Oendan bonus incentive that he's referring to. For playing all the bonus songs. So it's off to a pretty good start, but we can get but we still need a little more to get there.
Let's go get it. Yep, I highly encourage everyone donating to this wonderful event. It's such a great cause, and there's also so many incentives to go for. So if you have some money to spare, get your donations in. I did a skip earlier, but it doesn't matter too much. I'm gonna try to do a hard strat here. Nice, actually really good level. This level is one of the harder ones, and I don't think I took a single death, so that's pretty good. The art of mashing right there. Nice, pretty good, clean so far. Also, shoutouts to the music in this game. It's so good.
All right. We also have an anonymous donation for $12. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Applause. And Skylar who donates $6, who says, best of luck to Paws on the 1.
Oh, thank you so much.
Colon
Shout out
3.
to Skylar.
Thank you, Skylar.
Alright, so we're entering the tower. This is an auto-scroller for the most part. There are some strats that you can do to slightly speed it up, but really, there's not much else to this level, but I'll explain what you can do here in a bit. But the music is so good. Eventually, if you try to outspeed the autoscroller, you just die to some spikes that are at the top. If you're too slow, you die to spikes that are at the bottom. But here I'm gonna be doing a damage abuse, or try to, at least on purpose. Okay, there we go. So if you die at the same time, like if you get the checkpoint at the same time the thing is scrolling, it'll save around half a second at best each time you do it. There we go, that's another one. Oh, that's close. Alright, got 2, so that's not too bad. There are some setups that you can do. I honestly just don't remember where the tutorial video is, so I wasn't able to relearn them, but that's okay. We got 2. I was able to showcase them. Didn't take any unintentional death, so that's not too bad. But we are close to finishing up this level and rescue Vermilion. I know that character's name because they're the bane of my existence. After some of the levels, you happen to enter what's called an intermission. I don't know, it's kind of like a black hole. You just don't go back into the main ship and you enter this like limbo state and you have to beat like a certain type of challenge. The first one is gonna be intermission 1, of course, and it's kind of like a scored mission and it's really rough. There's one room in particular that's really annoying. I'll point it out once I get there, but hopefully I can get it like first try easy peasy and no one will notice that it's actually hard. Eventually how this works is that if Vermilion dies, you also die, so if Viridian is on the floor, Vermilion will follow the direction that Viridian is facing. So that's how that works, essentially. It's a pretty interesting gimmick. I don't know if I like it, though. I hate this room, too. Oh, come on. One more pixel. Alright, the really rough room is this one. Hopefully I can get it fast. Have to reset it. Oh! No. So close. You know what? I'll take it. Third try. Alright. Please don't die. Oh, that was close. Alright. So this is the last room of intermission 1. Yeah, I don't know why they decided this would be the last one, but not any other place that you can die in. Yeah, I was really scared of the other room. I was telling Valen here that depending on how that went, I would get like either a good time or a bad time. So that didn't go too bad. Hopefully, I'm able to clutch out the rest of the run just fine. The run so far has been solid, so I'm not gonna complain. We're gonna be going now to the probably farthest away level, which is Warp Zone. Just as like the name suggests, the main gimmick is that there's gonna be a bunch of warps, so you're gonna be teleported everywhere. This is still part of the hub, but you'll see the warps later. It also shows, or well, you'll see the other part of the gimmick once I actually get there. It's kind of hard to explain otherwise.
Do we have time for some donations?
Yep, go ahead.
All right. First up, we have a whole bunch of them, so give yourselves a round of applause because we easily cleared $2,000. So thank you, everybody. Lost and Found Youth is going to be very happy with that.
Let's go.
So first up, we have Alex Das, who donates $10 and says, "Let's frickin' go, WhitePaaws, to cutest and fastest furry at FWA. Destroy this game."
Oh my god, thanks, Das.
Thank you, or thank you. Then we have a $20 donation from Anonymous, who says, "Give me the dons." Thank you very much. Indie Alpaca, who donates $10 and said, how much do we need to donate to get you to do the doing things the hard way shiny object? Love, and I'm absolutely flipping out. Thank you, Indy.
Thank you so much. So this is like Warp Zone. As you can see, there's like Viridian. There's only one exit for each of the screens. So you'll loop around until you're actually able to hit the exit. That's like the main gimmick. I don't know what I'm doing here. Okay, I'm alive. That's promising. But yeah, you just have to hit the exit. That's the main gimmick. That's pretty much level, pretty clean except for the one area that I said what I'm doing. But other than that, we're vibing. And that's the end of the level. We're gonna be going to intermission 2, which is probably one of the most infamous parts of the run, at least recognizable of the game, which is gonna be the Gravitron. Is this section where you're gonna be bouncing in the middle in between two like bouncy courts, I don't know how you'd call them, but you're gonna be dodging a bunch of stuff that is gonna be coming at you. Some of the stuff is random, some of the stuff is set patterns. Hopefully the patterns are nice to me today, and I take no deaths, please.
So we do have a couple more donations going on. We have DDO XS, who donates $25 and says, "These music is such a bop." I know, I am jamming along to it back here. "And the game's great too. So neat to see it played in person. Cheers." Thank you, DVO. All right. And up next, we got Chaboy Ash with a $5 donation who says, "Let's go, gamers. Keep up with the quickness." We will. Thank you, Chaboy.
All right, so we're hitting the set patterns now. Thankfully, the random patterns were actually pretty nice. I had to do some clutch dodges, but was able to nail it down. So hopefully, I'm able to clutch this out with 0 deaths. Okay, that's fine. It's over. Basically 0 deaths. Basically first try. All right, it's clean. All right, so now we're gonna be going into not the last level, but we're gonna rescue the last crewmate here. This is the lab, probably the section that you will hit first in casual playthrough, just because it's so close to the ship. Probably one of the first areas that you may investigate. But as I said, the game is very open-ended. But the main gimmick of this level is that there's this, I mean, you already saw this in the Gravitron, but these like bouncy cores that change your flipping direction like automatically, so you don't actually need to press anything. Can be a little bit puzzly in some of the sections, but overall this level is pretty fast. I thought I was dead there, but nah, that's fine. Nice. That run can be a little tricky, so 1 death is not too bad. Okay. Dying there is probably one of the most costly deaths. Thankfully, dying in this game is pretty inconsequential for the most part. There's so many checkpoints, so you can just retry pretty quick. There's a setup for that room, and there's also a kind of a setup for this one too. So they look a little bit tricky over rooms, but they're actually not too bad once you learn them. We're gonna do 3 here, then wait, then go. Another setup there, and a little bit of a skip there. Instead of having to go all the way right, we can just kind of cheese it. All right, not too bad. So we have rescued everyone, but the game doesn't actually end because another of those black hole things happened, I guess, and we were sent to the Doom realm, and we have to make it out of there. So we're gonna be going to the level that's called the final level. I think, but like as many rooms there are that have just so many unique names, because every room in this game has a unique name, just calling it the final level seems kind of funny. But yeah, this level combines every gimmick in the game in its own unique ways. It's a pretty tough level to do fast and to do without dying too, so hopefully I'm able to do it well. There's a strat here. I got it, nice. It's a pretty tough strat, so it's all to save some time there. Kind of a setup here for both rooms. Nice. Alright, very nice. So that's the first part of the final level done. And now we're gonna be escaping. It's banger time too. I tried going for a little escape there, didn't work out, that's fine though. Ah! Ah! Okay. I hate this room. That's fine. Okay. Good. Good setup. Nice. Part of the tower. We obviously don't have to eat up the entire auto-scroller this time. There's a little setup here. You want to have all those spikes come as close to you that you can flip more of the tower. We're actually gonna be... We're approaching the end of the game soon. Ah! Okay, alive. Alright, so once we're done past this area, we are gonna collect the trinket, which is unskippable, we need it. And now we're gonna get all the VVVVVV outer space, and time is gonna be ending soon once the game complete. Now, time. Pretty clean run, I'm actually really happy. That may be my best. Yeah, 15:58, pretty good. Very nice. I was hoping for a sub 16:30, so getting a 15 is pretty clean. This game gets timed IGT, so the RTA is gonna be a little bit different, but IGT 15:58 is what would go into the leaderboards. My PB is a 15:43, so it's pretty good. Only 15 seconds off. I'll take that. All right, so that's V6. It's a pretty fun game, pretty easy speedrun to learn, at least glitchless is. So if you all are interested in playing this game, there's a good amount of resources. There's also a good amount of people in the community that are like super good at the game and are super willing to help as well. But yeah, thank you all for having me. I will give a couple of shoutouts. First, obviously, I want to shout out my partner, Valen, here. They're going to be running Spyro shortly, too. Want to give shoutouts to Fastest First, of course, for hosting this event again for the second year in a row here at FWA for such an awesome cause again. So a round of applause for all of you back there and over here. Then shoutouts also to my homies at Speedrun Colombia. I'm wearing their shirt, by the way. Such an awesome community from my home country, of course. Then shoutouts to the Ori people, the Rain World people, and the Spyro and Crash people who have supported me throughout the years of speedrunning. There were a couple of donations, Skylar and Das, that also were here donating. So shoutouts to them. And that's it for me.
Thank you very much. One last round of applause